Hello, and welcome to this video. I've just watched a video about the Battle of Bannockburn. I knew it happened at Bannockburn. Mind you, not necessarily. I mean, some things are called some things like, and they're not. Like me. I don't know what I mean. Right, so here we are. Now this is that's Balhyderic Woods, and there's St Ninians. No, that's Bannockburn up there. Right, can you start fucking right? That's St Ninians up over there, and that's Stirling Castle. Oh, it's monument. So that's Balhyderic Woods there, and there's Bannockburn High School. So that's the A9 up there that runs along there. So Milton, Windsor Milton. So this guy explained it quite well. It was quite good, he was talking about the forest, the wood, the heavy, dense wood, which would have been more in 1314 than what it is now, which stopped the English. Now you can tell, you can tell if you're in Scotland, or if you're not in Scotland, but if you're in Scotland and you're Scottish, like I am, when somebody says, "Oh look, there's a bit of path under," what the fuck? So it's a path that they've made for people who are not too fat. Let's check it out. Squirrel. Right, if it's the way people say that. Well, I don't want to rip my jacket. Oh God. It's the way people. No, I don't want to get in a mess. I've actually got my better jacket on. The English means that because obviously people, because obviously the correct way is not to say that, unless you're talking about the English army. I mean, I'm not the Scottish, I'm me. I'm a person. An individual comes from Scotland, so I don't really want to start getting into nationalistic stuff. No, because I'm considering myself to be British anyway, so Scottish and British. For what it's worth, for all the flaws in that, which there's plenty. We start talking about freedom. Potentially, it's the best option, I believe, if you want to be free. So what sort of people climbing through here then? It must be children that's doing this. Well, look at that fucking fence post. It's quite well, the paths seem... And I could get under there, but not without getting muddy. When it's all very well understanding all that happened. Like, what's like? So we're getting done over right now in a whole load of different ways, and that ancient history from 1315. It's all very interesting, but it's not particularly helpful in some ways when you're being this freaking thing's not working right. It's not. I think it just shows you how globe power systems have shifted. So our Prime Minister, Starmer, I mean, is he in the pockets of the Chinese, for example? You know? Well, yes, because he's in the World Economic Forum. So he has to be to a certain extent. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And so the power structures have changed since 1314, obviously. Obviously they have. This is actually a bit difficult here, because when you get to this bit you can't, well, it's sort of have to walk around this way. So yeah, power structures have changed. Globalism, which you wouldn't have had back then, because the changes in technology means that, like, Sir Keir Twatface can jump on a plane, fly off to China to see his pals. So it's all a bit complicated, and I'm not even explaining it. I'm not even pretending to understand all of it. But fundamentally, our best option, in my opinion, is to remain British in the British Isles and depart ourselves from some of the crazy stuff. So that would be leave the World Economic Forum, the United Nations. What's the other one? The WHO. No, I don't mean Roger Daltrey. I don't mean that at all. I mean the so we came out of the EU. Is this supposed to be a fucking political discussion? I don't know. Well, I suppose what happens with me, it just fucking happens, doesn't it? So, does it matter? So anyway, how can you trace that back? It's 1315, 710 years ago. Where we are now. If you think it's important, fine. I think it is interesting, yeah, of course it is. But I don't think it's necessarily hugely relevant. So you've got like some bastard come up and put a bloody battery facility in here. And that's what they're doing. They're doing that. The other side of Pleen. On the way to Denny. Central smack bang in the middle of everywhere. So we'll all get fucking fumes and toxic carcinogenic chemicals when it catches fire. Not if it catches fire, when. So is Robert the Bruce going to help us with that? No, he's not, is he? Right? No, because our bunch of fannies in the Scottish Government are in for all that stuff. Because they are all, like Starmer, a bunch of fannies. They don't necessarily work for us. Right? But I mean, it's quite amazing. I mean, I've spent the last 3 days arguing with some woman about, she's like one of these Extinction Rebellion types. And you can actually lay things out and say things, put good points across. And this woman, for example, this lady, is just totally ignoring what I'm saying. You know, she just does not want to know. She'll think that I'm ignoring what she's saying, but I have dismantled most of what she's saying. Well, everything. And she doesn't want to know. So we've now got to the point where she's telling me I should get an electric car. I mean, how insane is that? That's insane, right? You're not going to save the planet, my dear, darling. Okay? It's not going to happen by you driving an electric car, right? So, stop being so fucking stupid. You can't say that. You've got to give people respect when you're talking to them. But, you know, it is insane. Well, there's lots of people like her. Let's be honest, there's loads. No shortage at all. So here we are in the Hledrick Woods. So apparently, the Battle of Bannockburn took place, I think what this guy was saying, down in the Cars flat bit. And this was a strategic place because, oh, you were too close. This gave the woods stopped the English from attacking the Scots. So why do we call it the Scots and the English? Right, okay. Why don't you call it the Scottish? Why do they not? Okay, I've just come on to something there. Why are they never called the Scottish? Why is it the Scots? Why is it not the Ingles? Why? Why? It's all biased, isn't it? All biased pish. Yeah. Alright, so we're free, but we're getting done over, right, left. Oh, you've already said that. You've already said that. You don't need to keep saying that. And what we're doing in this video, I was trying to work out what to do, and I was just in that boring. I was actually getting a bit, you know, the demons were starting to invade my head, right? I have been doing some stuff today. Normally I go down to England on Bank Holiday Monday to Silith, and one of the reasons I didn't go, well, two reasons. One, that it's been raining, and I think it was worse where I was going to go, and another one is my white car is still in my garage getting its roof painted. So I don't want to take it out of there until I'm happy that I've finished it. You know, so I'm waiting for more paint to come. So obviously I have to take the masking tape and everything off it. So that's really, you know, and I'm looking at my blue car. I would have taken that to Silith, but I've got to sort of tyres out in it. I've got winter tyres on the front. So, you know, and it's just, well, I looked at the weather forecast. The thing is, if you do want to go somewhere, you should just do it, right? And if I had gone to Silith, I think it would have been fine. That certainly wouldn't, from a monetary point of view, would have been a waste of time, but it would have been enjoyable. But I didn't, right? So, so I'm here. I didn't go. I'm here, right? So I've sort of got all the stuff out of the van. Well, not all the stuff, but most of it. DVDs I've got, because I'm planning on going to this car show, and that's in the 11th of May, which is. See, all this would have been thick woodland. Obviously, there's no houses back then. There was no houses at all here. There was a farm up around where we started filming. There was a farm up over there towards St Onions. I think the name Broomridge might be like a modern name just thought up by somebody. Oh no, it would have been called the farm. Broomridge, maybe aye. Yeah, I think Broomridge probably was a farm, but I'm not actually sure what the farm was called. Maybe it was, I don't know. And so I'm sort of like in that. The problem I've got, and I don't know if you can relate to this, I get like severely depressed if I relax. And I get very nihilistic about everything. Like, for example, my paintings and my drawings, I hate them. I actually hate them, and I don't see any point in doing any more. And that's how I'm feeling right now. I don't know why that's happened. I'm not exactly sure. It sort of happens. I get these mood issues, you know. And so basically, one of the features of it is to keep it at bay, full scale ahead. You've got to be at full steam ahead. Keep going. So that whatever that is. So the fact that I've come out here for a walk and I'm doing this video will improve my mood, yeah, definitely. But and this is the problem with people who do get severely depressed, is that they don't even do that. And it's a vicious circle because they maybe just stay at home or go and take something, you know, the only thing I take is alcohol. But even that, it's not really. I sort of managed to avoid that quite a lot as well. The potential's there, and I sort of circumnavigate it. Basically because I think about the things I need to do, and how if I feel really rough, I won't do. I'll do even less. You know, I'll be even less productive. is why. But I do enjoy beer and lager or anything like that. Yeah, I love it. So this is so really up there's Carse View. No, that's Bannockburn up there. But over there's Carse View. It's a new sort of build in the last 20 years. And that's quite a good name for it, eh? So where that is, you'd be looking over at the, I believe that's where you'd be looking at the Battle of Bannockburn, if you was to go back in time from that location. So it's quite interesting watching this guy's videos. He's a historical type of thing. I put a wee message in his, and I liked his video, which is normally what I do if I like someone. Now the other problem that's been going on is the definition of a woman thing, so I copied and pasted a lot of stuff and shoved it on Facebook, and I was doing that sort of bombing people with this copy and pasted thing, and there was like 50 answers and I've just avoided answering it, and it's because it causes my depression to get worse. I don't want to land up arguing about the definition of a woman, trans rights and all that stuff. It's really depressing. Whereas I'd rather argue about net zero, that type of stuff, because I believe that's more important as well. The net zero ideology, all that shit, and how crap it is, and how we need to stop it, or at least we could be aware of how bad it is. Be aware of it. I know that it's obviously I can't stop it, right? You can't stop it, I can't stop it, but we could be aware of it. We could do our little things. Like for my thing is, I'm not having an electric car. I'm not hiring one, I'm not leasing one. Or maybe I should, for a video. You see, I don't want to buy one. Hire one and see what it's like. I have thought about that before actually. Apart from that, I don't want nothing to deal with them. So yeah, I'm already contradicting myself in this little sentence here, in this conversation. I'm contradicting myself wonderfully. I'm good at that. Don't get a heat pump. Buy an older car, or if you've already got a car, look after it and get it fixed. Keep it going. A lot of the remedies to avoid the tyranny is old-fashioned stuff my grandfather would have told me if he'd spoke to me, which he didn't. Get fucking someone attacking me. Like stay out of debt. Don't be in. What the fuck? No, it was like that last time I was doing it. Don't get into debt. Don't borrow money. Try and avoid it as best you can. The old-fashioned, that's Carse View up there. Okay, hold on. I have a little problem. So you're going to have to wait a few momentos. Right, I'm back. Now, we'll have a wee wander up here and you'll be able to see where the Battle of Bannockburn took place. Yes. So today, another problem I've got is I'm not very flexible. So like, I can't really carry on. What the fuck's that cable for? The cable right there. I can't really carry on, like, if I haven't finished something like the car roof is what I'm talking about here. I find it difficult. I find it difficult to move on to the next task or project or whatever it is. It's like unfinished business. even that said, I still don't really complete things properly. A lot, but it's a problem people have. You know, they jump from one thing to another, never finish anything properly. So that it's going to be a mental health disorder of some type. Probably. Well, not exactly a disorder, but a difficulty. So, whew. So no, this has been a shit day. Bank holiday Monday. And I look around me and I look at all my crap and stuff that I've got. And now, when people die, their stuff sometimes just gets fucking left. You see people going around abandoned buildings and everything. Now their belongings are still there. I've got children, but 4 of them don't, 3 of them don't talk to me. My granddaughter doesn't even know it. I don't think she even knows that I am her grandfather, because them fuckers never told her. They're using an imposter grandfather who's not her grandfather. And my children, my daughter talks to me. I talk to my daughter, she's the youngest. But I wouldn't say it's exactly easy. I think this is probably as far as we need to go. So, right. Well, the Bannockburn goes. Well, these trees are outside of the motorway. Sorry, the A91, not the motorway. The A91, an A road, that road. So the other side of that, the Bannockburn follows these trees. So what this guy was saying was, so it must be the other, so you're not going to, I've given you the wrong information here. Well, the English were at this side, I think is what he was saying. The English were coming from this side. So they came up the old Roman road, and they couldn't get across at Milton Ford, which is further up the Bannockburn. So that's where they got across down here. That's what he was saying, because it's sort of flat ground. You've got knights, haven't you, with horses and weaponry and everything. So they'd have come across here, maybe down where we are right now. This is probably, I don't know, was this wooded back in the day? Probably, aye. And crossed over there. Oh, and now this road here, which is interesting, is it's been built up. It's been built up off the actual natural level of the ground. And even these houses that have been built over there are lower than the road, which is really not a good idea. Right? I'm no expert, but I think that's bad. If your house is lower than the road, and you're in a carse, flat ground. It is also known as the Hawks. I don't know why this isn't called the Hawks, why it's called Carse. Hawks, maybe that's more Aberdeenshire, but I've seen Hawk being used in Glasgow or Howth. Hawk, I don't know, is that a different word? Howth? Hawk. I've seen Hawk around down central Scotland somewhere, but I can't remember where. You know, the H-A-U-G-H. As a sort of historical thing, this isn't really, there's somebody watching me, not really the best thing. I'm not really very historically up to date with stuff, am I? Not really. But, well, give it a go, I suppose. There's Wallace Monument up there. Right there. Right there. There. And there's trucks. So, there it is. Wonderful. So I don't know what he's wanting. I don't know, I don't care. Right. Well, yeah. So what we're going to do now is go down there. There's a train. truck spotting and train spotting. Right, let's get down here. Oh! So, to do your... So I'm actually an insufferable introvert. I don't actually like talking to people, which is another issue that I have. Well, I suppose I can really, but not normally. Not normally. But yeah. So there's a guy up there. Oh, never mind. Fuck. Never fucking mind. Right, so I'm going to go down here and then I'm going to start a new video. I think we'll do that. Yeah. Right. I might just keep the same video going, but I don't know. Normally I sort of move on to more of a truck spotting type video. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yeah, when we get down here. Yeah. So there you go. That's the Battle of Bannockburn. The Battle of Bannockburn. I could have had the battle myself there. Gewgaw. That's quite a good place to truck spot right here, isn't it? Right here. There, look. Well, that's partly because I remember it. There was more foliage in that there. Maybe it's something to do with it. Well, we're coming into spring now, so I don't know. Right. The thing is, you get some random person, right, in the middle of nowhere, like that guy up there, and it's all very well going, oh, you can say this, that, and that, but you could actually get attacked, you know, so, and it's not worth it, is it? Especially when you're, as Robert the Bruce knew, I would be going up the way. That's how the Welsh won a lot of their battles, because they come charging down the... Oh, so now you're a fucking battle expert, are you? Oh, Jesus. So, anyway. Right there. So what is happening there actually is, and it's something that does happen, is that when you get a boundary, like that fence, you put, like, they've put a bit out the other side of it where he was leaning over. Right? So that doesn't belong to him, and I know it doesn't, because if it did, the fence wouldn't be where it is. The fence would be further down. That's the boundary. And it's a thing what happens. Well, it depends what your situation's like, what your property's like. I think people have appropriated property in that way successfully. You know, maybe extended their garden or something. I see it in Plean actually, near the motorway. This guy put the fence down and went right the way up the embankment, and the council houses at the back. But at the end of the day, I don't think you should really do that. I don't think it's really a good idea. No. Right, we've got a truck coming here. Oh yes. It's not a bad wee spot, this actually. Yeah. I've never actually done this here before. Right, let's go and have a look at the roundabout. Okay. Oh. Right, so thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll get you in the next video. Okay, bye.